Welcome. We really appreciate you coming out to celebrate Law Enforcement Appreciation Month in Louisville. We want to welcome our very special guests that are here today: Mayor Craig Greenberg, Police Chief Paul Humphrey, Major Brian Edlin, Metro Councilman Dan Seum, the Louisville Metro Command Staff. We appreciate them making time for coming out. The Honorable Order of Kentucky Colonels Eric Patterson and Kentucky Colonel Executive Director Sherry Cross. We also want to recognize Councilwoman Jenny Mulvey-Woolridge and David Nicholson, our Circuit Court Clerk. We know you all are very busy, and we really appreciate you all coming out. I also just saw our Chair Emeritus, Jim Ellis, he's here, and Steve Bass, our current chair, is here as well. And we just really appreciate people celebrating law enforcement, and we're so excited to see the interest. I'm Rebecca Grignon-Reeker, and I have the honor of serving as the Executive Director of the Louisville Metro Police Foundation. I work alongside an awesome board of business leaders here in Louisville who have a huge passion to support our heroes on the Louisville Metro Police Department. Founded in 2005, the Louisville Metro Police Department is dedicated to improving our Louisville community and making the city a safer place to live, work, and visit. We do this by supporting the brave men and women of the Louisville Metro Police Department and the great work that they do in our community. As an independent nonprofit and the only organization authorized to raise funds for LMPD, we provide critical support that cannot be covered by our police budget. We focus on three key areas: programs, equipment and training, and the Officer in Distress Fund. This year is our 20th anniversary, so as we celebrate, we remain committed to supporting our police officers with whatever they need to ensure that they are their very best in both mind and spirit as they work hard to take care of us, and this makes us a safer community. I cannot tell you how much it means to me to be standing in this park in front of this memorial and see all of this extraordinary support for those who protect and serve us every day. It is so exciting to see the recognition and appreciation that is so well deserved given to our heroes. When I was sitting in the Metro Council meeting the other day and hearing all the officers being recognized for going above and beyond the call of duty, it made me so happy because the officers were so delighted to be seen. Because I think a lot of times we take them for granted. They're here taking care of us and we are able to go on with our lives. And it was so nice to see them recognized. I am also personally grateful, along with Peter's family, that Law Enforcement Appreciation Month was put in September. Today is September 30th, and Peter would be 48 years old today. And that is why we are meeting today. And I cannot tell you how much it means to me and to our family and to the officers of the department, his brothers and sisters, that he is still remembered. Please join me now in welcoming someone who was very instrumental in establishing this special designation for September, Councilman Dan Seum.
Thank you, Rebecca. I'm honored to be here with our city leaders, the leader of our police department. We're here to serve our officers because they serve us. One of the first things I did when I was elected was I wanted to honor our police officers on a yearly basis, and we designated September as Law Enforcement Appreciation Month. The first one I called was Rebecca Grignon-Reeker and asked her how we would do this and how we would honor our officers. And of course, it being Peter's birthday today in the month of September, we thought it'd be fitting to designate September as the month. And so all this month we've been going to the precincts and we've been feeding, we've been taking donuts, we've been taking full meals catered by good people in the community, and each district had a precinct that they supported this month, and we're thankful for that. We established Law Enforcement Appreciation Month in 2023 as the first thing we did when we took office, and we're going to continue to make this grow, and we're going to go throughout the state and other counties to establish Law Enforcement Appreciation Month in September. We thank you so much for what you're doing and for standing here for LMPD. I think it's our duty as elected officials to support our police officers, and we're going to do that. Anytime that we get legislation that comes to it, we'll approve it. If they need equipment, we're going to see that they get it. We thank you so much for being here, and we thank LMPD. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you to Councilman Seum and all of Metro Council, but I'll start off by saying, while I'm appreciative of all of the support that you've given throughout the month, all of the food, the donuts is a problem. We have a policy that says you can't eat donuts in uniform, and if you get caught, then you got to pass a PT test. So we're going to put a stop to that. But on a serious note, no, thank you to everyone, particularly the Police Foundation, for all the support that they've given us over the years. The relationship that we have between Metro Council and the Mayor's office now, and our relationship with the police department between the three, is better than I've seen it in my entire career. And it means a lot, and it goes a long way for police officers to know that they're supported by their government officials. And then you take that the step further of what has been done with the Police Foundation, the donating of these vehicles so that we have a more visible presence in downtown. Officers want to do their job, they want to do them well, and they want to serve the community. And it is extremely important that we have the support of all of these entities while we're doing it. And we cannot say thank you enough for all of that. Specifically, I want to point out Joe and Teresa Kelley of Kelley Construction, who have always been huge supporters of the foundation, along with the board chair, Steve Bass, who is with us today, and his wife, Terry, and then Randy and Christy Coe, and William and Susan Yarmouth. These people have been absolutely imperative in making sure that the Police Foundation succeeds and the officers feel like they're supported every single day when they go out here and do their jobs. So, thank you.
Thank you, Chief. Thank you, Rebecca. Thanks to Councilwoman Mulvey-Rodriguez, who's here. To my good friend David Nicholson, thank you for your public service, and to everyone who's joining us for this important gathering. Yesterday was a tough day. It was a heavy day. Yesterday, the chief and his colleagues on LMPD, myself, and many others from around the city attended two services that were not planned necessarily to be during September, but were very appropriate that they took place yesterday. We started our morning with the Blue Mass, an annual celebration, an annual service that thanks and remembers all of our first responders who died in the line of duty in our city. Police officers, firefighters, paramedics, everyone who is working incredibly hard every day so that all of us can be safe and feel safe in our daily lives. We then went immediately to another service, one that none of us wanted to be at, where we remembered the life of an LMPD officer who recently passed and whose memory was loved by her colleagues on LMPD throughout the entire community. And it was a reminder to all of us of the challenging work that every LMPD officer has every day in their career. A tough day, but an appropriate day to be here today as we thank everyone in law enforcement around the entire city. Thank them for their service to our community, knowing the risks that they take every day so we can all be safe. So I'm incredibly proud that since I've been mayor, we have taken great steps to support the men and women of LMPD, to support all of law enforcement around our city in ways that, as the chief just mentioned, this city has not seen before. One of the very first projects that I worked on as mayor was the Summit Wellness Center, a partnership between the Police Foundation, working closely with Steve and Jim and Rebecca and their colleagues, working closely with Metro Council, with the LMPD, with our administration, to make that a reality, which is now a national model for officer wellness, a national model recognized by the United States Department of Justice as an innovative approach to supporting the physical, the mental, the financial, the spiritual well-being of our officers who put their lives at risk every day for all of us. I'm incredibly proud of that and incredibly proud of what that means to support LMPD and its officers for decades to come. I'm proud that last week, the chief and his executive team and many others started moving into the brand new headquarters right here in downtown to bring LMPD back together once again so that they could work together in collaboration to support everyone on LMPD and to better support our community. I'm proud of our historic pay raises. I'm proud of the new innovations, and I'm proud that we have new equipment and vehicles thanks to the generosity of all of those individuals that were mentioned and many others. We will continue to support our police officers here in Louisville, and we continue to thank them during this month of September and Law Enforcement Appreciation Month, and every day and every month throughout the year. Thank you all so much for what you do. On behalf of the entire city of Louisville, we appreciate you and we're thankful for your public service. Thank you all very much.
I'd like to tell you a quick story. If you'll turn around, you see our UTVs there in the back. And if you look right out here, you'll see Major Brian Edlin with the 1st Division standing next to Chairman Steve Bass. And what happened was LMPD had a need and they didn't have the budget for it. And because of the relationship that these gentlemen have, we were able to have the Honorable Order of Kentucky Colonels step up. They made the first donation. They kicked it off. And with Steve and Terry Bass, Joe and Teresa Kelley, William and Susan Yarmouth, and Randy and Christy Coe, we were able to get these 100% funded at no cost to the city and equip these officers to go out and do their job even better and safer and with more community. And what kid doesn't like to walk up to something like that? My 3-year-old will be like, let me get in that. So it's just so exciting that we've been able to accomplish this. And the mayor mentioned the Summit Wellness Center. Again, a public-private collaboration where we all come together. We all come together as a city and we see that our officers need us and we step in because they come every single time. They come to our worst days and they don't ever, we got to show up for them. So I'm glad that we're here showing up for them. I want to invite you to check them out. I don't know if they're allowed to get in them or not to take a picture, but we're going to let Major Edlin make that choice. And while we're talking about these vehicles, we couldn't resist. We have a partnership with WDRB and Bill Collins Auto Group. We have a new Lincoln Nautilus over here, a 2025. We would invite you to make a bid on that. Buy a raffle ticket. Sorry, Steve. Buy a raffle ticket for that. We just came out of our bidding season, so apologies. So buy a raffle ticket, share it out. All of the money raised goes to the Officer in Distress Fund. Now, if you're like, oh, I already have a car, I don't need a new car, we'll give you $40,000 cash if you win. So please make sure you share that out and that you support our officers. And I just really, you guys, the media is so important to Louisville, and it is the way that people get out of their houses when they can't be down here at the park. Thank you for showing up for this, for them, and for taking care of them the way they take care of us. We really appreciate you all, and God bless you.